It's the Dino Defender here. You already know what time it is. It's time for me to share my initial thoughts on Prehistoric Planet, Season 2. This one was called Swamps. This is episode 3. This one was a really great one. I really like this one. So let's just get into it. First scene was those Ashtarkids that were crossing over that lake, or just a swamp, I guess you could call it. I thought that was really cool. That was a really cool environment, and at first I thought the crocodiles were going to be a Deinosuchus, but they were what were they? They were like Sholasuchus or something. I don't know. Which was kind of disappointing, but also like Sholasuchus or whatever it was a cool animal, so it doesn't really matter to me. But and then so that was a cool scene. Then there was the scene with the Beelzebufo, so Return of the Devil Toad. That was a cool scene. I really like. There's not much I have to say about it. I like the Repetosaurs. Repetosaurs has been one of my favorite sauropods, so it was cool to see that. And I was like, a Repetosaurus? So yeah, it was cool. And the Beelzebufo looks so much like a toad. Like, oh my god, that Beelzebufo looked beautiful, dude. Like, jeez, man. It was crazy. And also the behavior of the Beelzebufo was very similar to toads today, so another plus. And the Repetosaurs that were taking a mud bath, I knew immediately. I was like, oh, I read about that in All Tomorrows. That's from All Tomorrows. Or no, All Yesterdays. Sorry, not All Tomorrows. All Tomorrows is a completely different wacky book. Anyways, so the next scene was, it was the Pachycephalosaurs. They were fighting. That was a cool scene. The Pachycephalosaurs look beautiful. Like, wow, man. Their coloration was, like, spot on. And, basically the whole thing was, two Pachy's were fighting each other, and it's the cliche thing to do in dinosaur media is make the Pachy's fight, but it was done well, but, you know, I would have liked to see something new than Pachy's fighting, since we see that all the time, Pachy's fighting to claim dominance over the herd, but it wasn't that bad, really. Next scene was the Tyrannosaurs in the forest, hunting the Edmontosaurus, which was a pretty cool scene, but it wasn't anything that was too special. It was well done. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like hating on the scene. It was good, but it was, I don't know. It was just a good scene, I guess. So I'm just gonna say it again. The effects were amazing. As always, as you can expect from Prehistoric Planet. There wasn't much that I have a problem with, except for one thing. There was barely any swamps in this episode. In the first scene, yes, but in the other scenes, like, I guess you could count, like, the second scene with Beelzebufo as one, but that's just, like, water and mud. And it was like, okay. And then the next scene was just a past swamp, which doesn't really work. And the next scene was just, like, a forest. It's like, how is this swamps? Like, don't call this swamps, call this, like, wetlands. That would have made more sense, would it? Anyways, so that's just one problem I really had with this episode. But, yeah, the environment chosen were pretty good. Obviously, Hell Creek made a return, which was pretty good. But Madagascar, again, which I totally forgot would make an appearance because we didn't see Beelzebufo in the first episode. But I was like, oh yeah, Madagascar. So it was cool because Madagascar, I forgot the like actual name of the formation, but it's still one of my favorite formations. I've just always had a soft spot for it. They didn't actually name the baby Ashtarkids that were shown, which was kind of. But if I have to guess, they might be Quetzalcoatlus, but I don't know. I don't know what lived with Sholasuchus or whatever it was called. Pachy's, again, another Hellcurry creature. Yeah, so honestly, just it was a good episode. But again, the lack of a lot of swamps in the episode just really kind of ticked me off. But that's about it for this video. So that's about it. See ya. Thunder out.